Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. The clip that I added before this clip was me in the ER yesterday. I wind up having a problem. Anyway, so that I couldn't even speak in the ER because first of all, it was very late, and there was another patient next to me that was laying down and trying to rest, and I didn't want to talk loud and wake her up and wake the other people that happened to be in the next curtain over. So I tried to say something, but I couldn't even bring up the words, and I was feeling very weak too. So my apologies on that. I well, the funny thing is that how I landed in the ER was something so crazy and random. I was out enjoying myself with my family, girls night out, enjoying each other's company, reminiscing, having fun. And my fun was cut short, unfortunately. I wind up feeling sick. I I didn't know what was going on. All I know is that like I ate. I didn't drink crazy alcohol because the alcohol was very weak. So it wasn't like I was drunk out of my mind. I also was smoking hookah, but I don't, I know how to smoke that stuff. So it's not like I've never done it. But during the course of, having, my enjoyment with my family, I started experiencing like slight dizziness. And I was like, okay, this is crazy. I don't know what's going on. So I try to calm down, try to relax. Then as I'm talking to my sister, I kept saying to her, I'm not feeling well. I need to slow down. I need to slow down. And she was like, well, try not to get excited, because if you get excited, it will get worse. And I was like, okay. Then as she's talking to me, I didn't understand nothing that she was saying to me. I felt like her voice was going far away from me. And I passed out. My sister told me that I hit my head against the table, passed out. Because before I even passed out, she said I threw up. I just started throwing up, and I didn't feel the urge to throw up. And that was weird. And next thing you know, I just passed out. So all I could remember is I heard from afar, I heard screaming, like screaming from my sister. And I remember them laying me down on the restaurant floor. And I was coming around, like I was waking up slowly. And I remember my niece was like, asking me what's the date, what's my name. And I knew what she was saying. I knew what she was saying. And I don't know if I sounded coherent, but I know I was saying the date, the name, everything, like asking me so I could stay conscious, But I felt so weak. And all I remember was a lot of screaming happening around me. And there was other things that were happening, but I'm not going to mention in this video. And all I know is that I felt very weak. I couldn't even get up. I couldn't even move. And all I heard was the sirens from the ambulance approaching. And next thing you know, I closed my eyes. I tried to rest, and my niece was constantly asking me questions, trying to get me to stay focused on her voice. And I'm answering all the questions that she has, but I kept my eyes closed because I just felt very weak, very tired. And so when I came to, I was like, I opened my eyes and I noticed the EMT was putting, the cuff for the blood pressure. And she was taking my blood pressure. And then I closed my eyes again. And next thing you know, I see the firefighter standing above me, ready to give me CPR. Luckily, I did not have cardiac arrest. So there was no cardiac arrest involved. And I'm like looking around, like, okay, what's going on? What's going on with me? And I felt very embarrassed because I'm like, why is this happening to me? I didn't do anything wrong. And I asked the EMT, I said, my blood pressure dropped. And she's like, no, it seems like it's stabilizing now. And she just couldn't understand. And then she asked me various questions and I answered. And next thing you know, she got me up to put me on the chair and then whisked me to the ambulance. And there, she asked me more thorough questions, what I ate, what I was doing. And I answered everything coherent, like I wasn't even intoxicated. That's how clear I was answering every question because I knew what was going on. But I was just like concerned, like, am I going through another episode what I went through in Indiana? And that kind of freaked me out because I'm like, I can't, why is this happening to me again? And so they took me to the hospital. I requested them to take me to the hospital that near me because, first of all, they have my records there. They know what's going on with my health history. So I'd rather be in a hospital that they know who I am in the sense of, as a patient. I know I got to the emergency room about 11:30 and I was there all night. They kept asking me questions, how I'm feeling, what I ate, what I did, and I answered every question normally. They ran labs. My labs came out normal. The only thing they said is that I overexerted myself, because, it's been a while since I've been out and I actually was having a good time. Unfortunately, it was cut short. And I was really like, confused because I'm like, what's going on? Why is this happening? So they came up with the conclusion that I wind up having. It's called vasovagal. Vasovagal syncope. I will word it below me. Basically, my blood pressure like went too high, and then it just dropped. So when my blood pressure just dropped, I just completely passed out. So my body just went through that episode. I mean, I remember it has happened to me about 2 years ago. And it has happened here anytime I go through any type of stress or some sort of excitement. And it's a very scary feeling because I've never realized it until thinking about it now, that I've been through that various times throughout my life. I went through it when in my 20s, when anytime I went through a physical stress, my body would, like, I will feel the blood pressure going up, 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 and then just drop, and I will pass out on the spot. So it's kind of very scary for me to go through this again, because it's been 2 years since I went through this, and to go through this again, it's just like, whoa. So I'm just have to take it very easy, so I can't exert myself. Damn it. Darn it. And I have to learn to pace myself now and try to not have too much fun. So yeah, that was my excitement with the ER. And it has nothing to do with anything else in my body, just an extra thing that I go through. You see the weird things that I go through, you know, it's incredible. So yeah, so anybody going through this, yeah, it is quite interesting. So I wanted to give you guys a heads up what happened with me. Like I said, I will add videos along the way. I'm planning to add some more stuff that has nothing to do with emergencies. I am just so over having medical emergencies left and right. So so this is pretty much it. As you can see, I'm dressed up. Wish me luck. I'm having a job interview in an hour, and hopefully be able to refocus and be positive again, and move forward in my life. And yes, I will still add videos, but you know, I just need to do other things too. And I'm feeling very hopeful in whatever door opens for me. And yeah. And I'm not giving up on the channel. I do want to create other content besides me talking about my health issues. So if you're new to the channel, you're welcome to subscribe, and please give the video a like. Anybody going through what I just went through, and they could see my experience with it. And yes, we have to, they told me that I have to try to not overexert myself with this. It's, you know, unfortunately, this is what I go through. Anyway, so everybody please stay safe, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.